Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be doing something a bit different today and probably going to continue up this type of method. We're going to be going over all of the Ace Tanker badges that have happened in the past couple of weeks, and I've missed out on quite a few because of how long I've been out of action. So here are the most recent ones that I've had. We're going to start off with the Fury. This one actually happened today. And we start off with, we're going to be going north, and it appears as though our gun has been taken out quite early in the frame. And we're doing what the Fury does best, and that's encroaching over ridge lines. Its accuracy is excellent, its dispersion amazing, and it just does this so well with its amazing gun depression. Fortunately not landing a shot there, and we're just pushing these guys apart. Put another one into him. Another. Try not to take on too many. He's a Wolverine. Gonna try and track him. Unfortunately, don't get the tracking shot. Now we get the tracking shot. And we finish him off. The armor on this thing's not too good, but the 76mm really does hold its own. Whoop. That was a mistake. Can't take another shot like that. Put one into his gun mantlet. Trying to poke out and get him, that was a good shot. Ditto with that one. Can we finish him off? Oh, the stag one goes in the same spot. And we finish him off. Easy done. Well, what carnage. We did all that. Not bad. Gonna make our way back here and put one into this 3001D. Oh, a little bit of delay into that second shot. There's an M4 behind us following us, so not quite sure what he's doing. Meanwhile, we pick up our 5th kill of the game, and already 2,300 damage. You can tell we're going to be having a good game. Just 4 more enemies to mop up, and we'll call that a day in the Fury. Now, up until this game I hadn't aced it. Played oddly about 60 games in it, probably less. I'm not quite keen on it, you know. It feels like a good tank, but just hasn't done this type of performance for me before. And we secure our top gun. Got 2 enemies left. G67. Let's see if we can get him. That was a bad shot. That was a bad shot, but there's not much we can do about it. We have 1 AP ammo left. So is it 2? Yeah, it's 2. And that's all she wrote. So that was a victory. Ace Tanker, high caliber, top gun. Wowza. 2200 damage, 1184 experience. We made 45,000 credits. Now, moving on to the next replay, and this is the T28 concept. The reward tank for doing the 2nd tier of missions. It's a tier 7 American tank destroyer, and it's a strange one. As you can see, I'm poking quite aggressively here, and it's because of the confidence that I have in this armor. When you angle it like this, it's quite impressive, as you're about to see. Got the Su-152. He's got a big gun. Hopefully he's using the 122mm and he won't be able to go through us. He is. That's lucky for us. He also has problems like accuracy. Oh. We're getting absolutely railed by something. That's the Comet. The Black Prince, I think. The Churchill. Wow, they really want to kill me. Yeah, when you angle this tank like this, there is nothing that's going to get through you. It is so strong. The reason I'm angling it like this is because they can't hit my two weak spots, which are the two machine gun ports on the side, on both sides of the tank. And because of that massive gun arc, you can angle it like this quite well, unless you do that and lose almost all of your HP. Side armor is not that great. And all around, it's not that well armored, this tank, but because of the way that you can angle it like this, you can put yourself in positions like this and remarkably survive. It's one reason I'm not particularly keen on this tank. I mean, in one respect, it does this very well. Very, very well. You put it in this position, it is very dangerous. And there's no other position that you can put it in, other than to snipe, which, as we all know, every tank can do. So, this is it. This is the T-28 HTC in its element. And if you're sniping with this thing, good on you. I mean, it's a tank destroyer. It has pretty good camo rating, considering it's such a big target. But yeah. Now, one thing, as you saw when I poked earlier, don't do that when there are artillery in the game. For some strange reason, although there is no overmatch value, artillery just pen you. That frontal hood on the tank just gets penned. I got hit by a bishop once. Frontal hood for 480. How is that possible? I just don't know. So when you are tanking like this, don't expose too much. We didn't penetrate their armor. Check the Centurion. We retrack him, and he gets finished off. So far we haven't done too much. Only 1600 damage, other than the fact that we've blocked 3 times the amount of HP that we have. Yeah, we haven't exactly had the best of games. I mean, 2000 damage is nothing to laugh about, but yeah, good fun. And then it's Heavy and his A45 doing a bit of mopping of his own. So yeah, that was the Ace Tanker in the T-28 concept. Definitely got steel wall. Didn't top the damage, but we got 1068 experience. Earned 18,000 credits, and we blocked 3,420. Not too bad. So on our third replay, we are in the T-29. Now I love this thing. I try not to play it too much because I consider it to be a bit too strong. I don't like to play tanks like that. If I'm going to play something, it's got to be something that I feel like playing, and I don't like doing bad in this thing. And I notice when you play things a lot, you're more likely to do bad in them. So I try to stick to playing this tank every so often. This was just one of those games. I should be aiming for the front plate here. The retract maybe wasn't on, but Luckily I get the retract, he repairs, backs off. Churchill 1 doing a drive-by, we put 1 into him, good measure. Chi-Ri popping out, taking a shot at us. This Churchill 7 really doesn't understand that he's not going to pen me at this kind of distance. Now, I'm putting the T-29 in its element. There's not very many things that the T-29 can do other than go hull down. And a lot of people say that the IS is better because it's more versatile, but in a situation like this, the IS just does not compare. Nothing does. This thing is unmovable. And we know the artillery is clicked onto us and is repositioned. Not too worried about the Churchill 1. We need to press our advantage because the artillery are onto us. That hold down position is no longer valid. We need to press our advance. We've done enough damage. We're going to start getting very aggressive. Panzer 4H puts in a nice assistance shot in for us. We're going to close the distance on this Chi-Ri. Or not. We're going to kill the E8. Ooh. We low roll. And unfortunately the Chi-Ri backs off before we can take another shot at him. Is this E8 really going to pop back out again? Is he? Is he? Hold off. No. Yes. Yes. Got the Chi-Ri. That one hurt. That'll give him a nice amount of experience, but we've won the corner. I think we've done 2300 damage, 2200 damage. Leopard spots us, so we're going to have to be careful when going around this corner. Wait 6 seconds. That should be about it. We're deep lit, so he's not fully aimed. Damn you, RNG. Oh, thank you, RNG. You won't survive this shot. See you later, Mr. Leff. There's that bishop. Can't. Oh, 4 health, really? Well, there's no surviving this shot.
Let's find another target. Enemy armor is destroyed.
We manually aim just to make sure.
Permission to engage.
Ooh.
Target unlocked.
Probably should take this shot. No, we'll take this one.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
There's a Pascucci's medal. And there's only one enemy left, and that's the Tiger. That aggressive play really did carry us the game. We were top tier and we needed to make that known. Hopefully this Tiger's not looking at us. Oh, yep.
Enemy is hit.
He was, but I think he was going for the KV-85. So another mastery badge. We got Pascucci's medal, steel ball, high caliber. Did 3,400 damage, 1369 experience base. We earned 33,000 credits. Not bad. So for our last and final replay, we are in the WZ-131. Now, this position that you'll see me taking here is a very nice position if there are no enemy light tanks that want to contest it. And luckily for us, there aren't. So to start this game off, we're going to be getting a nice amount of spots. And unfortunately, we can't fire back. It's not going to bother us too much, because the artillery doesn't seem to be taking advantage of it. It's just looking for more secure shots. And our team seems to be reacting to the fact that they've rushed those hills in there. So, because our team has a defensive perimeter, we're going to take a shot into the T-34. And it appears as though we've tracked him. So, considering we're not being contested by any enemy light tanks, we are free to rip this T-34 apart. Easy done, mate. But that's our first kill. A45 has spotted us. Oh, that was a bad shot. Right into his front plate. The A45 doesn't have good armor, but it has enough armor to defend a bad shot like that. Do a little bit of wiggling. Scatter! Yes, a little bit of scattering. Just having a look on the other side of the map. People from over there really do like to shoot light tanks in this position. If we can take out their light tank, with a nice shot like that, we can push our advantage. There's our chance. The enemy light tanks over here are down. It's time to go in, swoop in, and clean them up. The little assassin. I love the Chinese light tanks. Very mobile, very accurate. Oh, on this occasion, aim time just a bit too long. And I'm not running 6th Sense. Well, I am. It's not fully upgraded. I kept my crew in the 5916 for clan horde purposes. This KV-85 seems completely oblivious to the fact that we're here. We're just gonna follow him like a shadow. It's Splinter Cell. Stay in the shadow and they won't see you. Not quite sure if that was the enemy artillery or our artillery, but yeah, it didn't hit us. Finish off the IS, that'll do. Take that. 3 kills, why not? Never done 1400 damage, not bad. And we've got 3 kills for our troubles. Not quite sure how much spotting damage we've done, but yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I was grinding this Chinese heavy tank line for mission 15 in light tanks for the HTC. Shot into that GW Panther. Luckily he's aiming at someone else, so we don't get the return fire. So yeah, the mission was to get 15,000 spotting. Oh, sorry. 5,000 spotting and or damage. And it was such a frustrating mission. It was so difficult to do for a player who does not play light tanks very often. It became very hard for me to understand that kind of influence on a game is not exactly something that happens all the time. You know, you can't just do it. It needs that game, that perfect game. And I didn't enjoy playing the light tanks I was playing. So I switched over to these Chinese tanks and they were just amazing. This game in particular. So aside from trying to get the mission done, I found a breed of light tanks that I enjoy so much. I mean, it's like a medium tank, the entire line. They're very assassin-y type tanks. Whereas the Russians are very brawly type light tanks, and the AMXs are very stealthy, scouty type. I don't like the French light tanks. Oh, got ourselves into a bit of trouble. There's the IS-5. That hurt. Yeah, that gun's pretty dangerous. So we couldn't afford to take much damage, and that's the first shot that we've received. We're just trying to assist our allies wherever they need it. Oh, a Stura mill. Oh, RNG lets us down. Goes straight into his tracks. Doesn't even track him. Tracking shot would have been nice. But anyhow, moving on. I'm gonna go through and try and kill him. I have to. I know where their KV4 is. I know where their IS-5 is. I have to play like an assassin. I know where this guy is. I can creep up on him. All I have to do is hit him 3 times. And if he fires and misses, I've got him. So there's one. I have to push the advantage. The artillery is onto me. Oh, the artillery gets a nice hit in. Still spotted. I'll just wait that little bit longer until I'm not. There we go. Put one shot into this heavy tank number 6, the new Japanese tier 6 heavy tank. Finish him off for our 4th kill. Now we're into the 2000 damage. And is that a KV4 on our flank? That's a KV4 on our flank. Luckily not looking at us. Oh dear. Oh, try to angle that shot. I knew it was going to hit us. No matter what we did, we couldn't dodge it. We load APCR, but unfortunately, it doesn't matter too much. Oh, what's that? Oh, we auto aim. Quickly put one into him. We know he's fired. We got about 15 seconds left, but it doesn't matter. 558 finishes him off. We auto aim, try to shoot over this ridge, but to no avail. So a close game is getting close to finishing. Try to put one into his engine deck. Doesn't quite work, hits the tracks and misses. We're having a lot of accurate shots this game, I must admit. Particularly the ones that aren't going through. Must be a lot of module damage. There's the IS-5. Just wait for this KV-5. See what he's looking at. Doesn't matter what he's looking at, he's gone. Oh, there's another critical hit. Got the APCR loaded now and still crits. Ooh, fire on the move. Lucky one goes in. Now can we get the last kill? I'm not interested in second objectives. I don't really care. I want all missions to be completed. I'm gonna close in on him. See if we can get around his gun. Unfortunately though, he comes out with the last laugh. So there's our mastery badge in the WZ131. We got patrol duty and yeah, 3,400 damage, which wasn't the most, but 1,782 experience. We earned 30,000 credits. And yeah, we did quite a bit of spotting damage. So I'll leave you now with the WZ131. That's the 131 is tier 10 Chinese heavy tank. And paradropping! Believe it or not, that did 158 damage jumping off that cliff. Into the back of 4 enemy tanks. So yeah, if you liked the video, thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe. I'm going to be doing this on a weekly basis. I'll probably upload on Friday. Just all of the things that happen during the week. And yeah, I hope you look forward to it. If so, I'll see you next time.